Okay, so we're out here in Vegas for the actual in-game race. We've built the car. Everyone has seen us build the car in our shop, and now it's time for the payoff. You know, we've cruised it around, we've tested it a little bit. We are here now to race though, and it's too hot. It's too hot.
So hot, man. We stayed out till 5 last night. Testing went good. Is it enough? I don't know, man.
Some of these cars are fast.
Man, yeah, no, hey, those cars are like, Kai left with the wheels in the air last night.
Yeah.
I mean, Axeman shit's fast.
Axeman shit is fast.
Kai, Axeman, and even JJ's car's fast,
yeah.
You know? But, of course, this is his road. This is his home road. We had never been on the road until last night. JJ's done how many shows out here?
All of them.
You know? And they're all on this same road.
Yeah, with the same car.
With the same... I'm not going to say with the same car. With the same combination.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly even the same engine.
Yeah.
You know? This is kind of what they do.
Yeah.
Did we bring a knife to a gunfight? Yeah, of course we did. We knew that we did. Whenever we brought a stock tire on a 26.
Yes.
Am I happy about what I built? Absolutely. Will my shit make the cruise from here back to Oklahoma? Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, and it'll stay cool doing it. It's 115 out here, you know.
And guys, he's not exaggerating. It is literally 115 degrees.
115 right now, and it is out of control hot. Like the breeze is burning my eyeballs.
Yeah. Like we're walking around in a convection oven around here.
Yeah. So when you was a kid and you'd open the oven, we'd open the oven to help heat the house.
Yeah.
You open the oven and it hits you in the face and you kind of do this. That's what it's like whenever the sun is, you know, the breeze is hitting you in the face out here. So, and it's still kind of early, you know, I'm tired.
Yeah.
We did well last night testing.
I thought so. I mean,
we never smoked the tires.
Nope.
Definitely not off the hit.
Nope.
Let off the button. The car went, and it went fast. It went fast for what it was. I just don't know if we can outrun those guys.
Yeah.
You know, but this is a 2-part deal. You make the cruise, you race the race.
Yeah.
You know, we can make the cruise. So.
For sure. So we can't get within like a 50-mile radius of an In-N-Out, and we got to stop. So that's what we're doing right now. We woke up. It's, I don't know, what is it, noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And it's time for some lunch. So we're gonna go here to In-N-Out, get us a couple double-doubles, and chill out for a minute.
Yes.
So, it's almost time to kick this deal off. You've got to make what, like a 30-mile cruise or something? Or you're going to? Apparently you don't have to.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like you got to.
Yeah.
Seems like me and Ryan have to.
Yeah, there's different rules for different people. But anyways, that's part of the reason we built this car. The way we built this car was so it can cruise.
Look, even if they said, "No, hey guys, we ain't doing no cruise," roundabout way, that's not really what they said, but I'm in Vegas. I'm not building this car and bringing it out here and not taking it down the strip.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. You know, and hopefully, even though we're gonna be filming and stuff, you know, maybe you guys can follow us or something. I don't care what. It would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you do when you come to Vegas, especially in a car like this, man. You take it down the strip.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I might wake up early in the morning and go take it down the strip just because.
I'd be totally fine with it too. You know, like.
But so we got the car off the trailer. We're here at our little compound that we got rented with Ryan and his crew. This place is pretty cool. It's right down the road from Siegfried and Roy, it turns out.
That's what I heard, you know. And then we drove by and got big old SFs real big everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So just kind of go over the car a little bit here real quick before Sean starts driving it. I do not envy you currently.
I am melting.
It is brutal, man.
I want to take the top down so bad, but I don't think I can.
It would not be a smart idea.
No, it's just hot. Like
Yeah.
this red's hot too. Like it's not black.
No, but it ain't white either.
I think the top is the only thing that's keeping us a little bit from just frying out here.
Yeah, you take that top down, you're gonna be the same color of it when you're done.
I know. Car got all messed up from testing last night.
Yeah.
Spider webs everywhere.
Pouring the pimp juice out, rolling through it, and spider webs just coming up everywhere, man. I was covered last night. So out here filming, and we were discussing how hot it is, and my phone literally shut off because it's so hot.
Yeah, overheat.
I was just holding it.
Yeah.
That's how ridiculous it is out here.
Yeah, the whole dry heat deal is a myth.
Yeah, it's still
115
heat.
is 115.
Yeah.
Like, it's hot. So, I don't mind, though. I mean, I don't mind the heat. I've said it before. Keeps me not as fat. I can't say skinny because you got to be skinny for it to keep you skinny. It keeps me not as fat. So, if I could sweat a little bit of weight off, it is what it is. I'm cool with it.
I don't mind the heat. It's the people that say, "Oh, it's not that bad."
Yeah. Oh, it's not that bad out here. No, it's bad. It's hot.
Yeah.
You know. But it's I'm not gonna be able to pull the top down and enjoy the fact that I built a convertible right now. If the sun was down, oh yeah. But right now the sun is sitting right here, and the whole time I'm cruising around, that's where it's gonna be sitting if I got the top down. So we're gonna have to shade a little bit with the top. Sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. This thing right here has all the luxuries of a new car, but an AC. I wasn't gonna put an AC in a convertible.
Right.
Because I said, I'm never gonna have the top up anyways, until we get to Vegas and the sun's touching you. So obviously at some point, it might be a smart idea to look into putting an AC in this car.
You got other cars with AC.
I do. I also don't want to get out with a wet back.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So. We just pull it off when we go to race this thing, just like we're going to do the intercooler and the water and
all
lighten
that stuff. This thing up.
Yeah.
Swap it back over to methanol.
Yeah.
And then we're going to haul ass in this car.
Yeah, this car is going to be as fast as we figured it would, in my opinion, as we figured it would be from the beginning.
So there are certain things that we put on this for this build to be able to cruise this thing around the way that we want to. And whenever we're ready to cruise this car again, we'll put them all back on. But until then, we can lose a couple 100 pounds off the front of it.
Yep.
Pull the water out of it, put it on methanol, take the intercooler off of it, all that stuff.
Yep.
And I mean, if we want to, we can pull the stereo out. We could strip this thing down the way that they do all the other donks.
Yep.
You know, and race it. And I think it's gonna be pretty out of control.
For sure.
But it's pretty out of control the way it is right now on that tire.
Yes.
But I've always said everything is relative to what you're doing. And they were fast last night.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I remember when I was in high school and somebody would have an Eagle Talon or what's the other car that's just like the Eagle Talon?
Not the Dodge
Eagle
Stealth.
Talon. They're the same
thing. The Mitsubishi Eclipse.
The Eclipse.
Yeah.
You know, the turbo cars. And you get in them things and you will swear they are the fastest thing ever, man. And back then when I was in high school, the only thing that you had to compare it against is a stock Mustang GT. You take a Fox body out there, stock Mustang GT, row in the gears, and you will fuck that thing up.
Oh, yeah.
And it happened every time.
Yep.
But just by themselves, so that's why I say, you know, being fast is relative. You know, that car is fast against its own type of cars. This one may be fast against its own type of cars. We brought it out here to the desert. These cars are fast. It is what it is. I hope we do well. I feel like I'm winning regardless if I win or not.
Absolutely.
Because this car that I built's beautiful and I love it. And I built what I wanted to build. Hindsight, I probably should have built the same car, put some wheels on it, and came out here and raced it, and then afterwards I could take the 26s off of it and do the donk racing. But I have learned so much on this tire already that I feel like I'm further ahead than what I would have been. And plus the whole look of the car is just not right without the 26s.
No, it's not. We've seen Gone Hollywood race his before on the 28s or 29s, whatever it is that he runs, you know, the slick, and man, it doesn't have the same appeal, you know.
Yep. So.
Oh well, it's gonna be a good time regardless. Do a couple little things here to get it ready so you can go cruise, and then that's what's coming up next. So we'll stick some cameras on it, or I'll follow y'all, and we'll catch you cruising this thing in Vegas.
Yeah, it's hot.
It is so hot.
Yeah, we're overheating. Yeah.
How was the cruise?
It's hot.
It was hot?
Yeah,
it's
no,
not so much the heat, but the humidity,
No,
right?
it's just hot.
Oh.
Like if you
It's a dry heat, though.
if you wanted to know what it felt like to be inside of an air fryer,
Come to Vegas
come
in
to Vegas
July.
in July. It's awesome.
That's exactly what I've been saying. It's glowing.
Mine got up to 194. That's the warmest it's ever got.
Oh, that's not even bad.
I know, but
No,
you know me,
that's-
man. It's never been above 180.
yeah.
And so it's going 180, 182, 183, 184, and I'm going, oh shit,
Yeah.
man. But it doesn't matter if your shit overheats in this. You kind of go.
It's 115, dog.
It's 115, man.
I'm pretty proud of the fact that mine was 207 and 208.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, and it actually, you know when it's okay when it'll get that hot, but then it'll cool back
Cools
off.
back off.
Yeah.
And come back up.
Mine
cool
got
back
up to
off.
199, and I went, oh shit, I'm gonna freak out if it says 200.
Yeah.
And then it went down to 194, and I was like, okay, I'm better. I'm better.
But I did have the AC on in mine.
Yeah, no, so did I. See how wet my back is?
It's wet.
It's wet.
And the window.
How was it? Cruise good?
Yeah, no, cruise is fine. So we're heading over here, and I'm trying to find out where to go, and I'm looking at my phone, and all of a sudden Aaron goes, your phone just shut off. So then I have no idea where to go, because
Yeah.
it's so hot that the phone shuts off.
Damn. Time to get the old fire donk out of hibernation here. We've had this footage for a little bit, you know, obviously since the end of EndGame, and need to finish it up. So let's talk about, I thought EndGame was fun. A lot of the questions we get about it, you know, actual questions, not the comments about how stupid we were to build this car. But like, do you have any regrets building this car for that show?
Not for building this car, no. We probably should have put slicks on it, which, you know, we were gonna have slicks on it.
Yep.
And they just didn't come in. They didn't come through. So it is what it is. Even I put all my eggs in the basket of, we're gonna get a slick on a 26. We should have made the same tire, same wheel, in a 24, and then bought a 24-inch slick for the rear. That's what we should have done, and everything would have been better. I think that we could have ran with those cars.
I do too.
Because on the big end, we were pulling every one of them.
Yep.
On the big end, nobody was pulling us. No. So, you know, it's just whenever you go from what do you think those guys were 60 footing out there?
140, 130,
okay,
140.
I was going to say 150-ish.
And maybe so, because we only went 140, 130-ish with the OG on a 28. You know what I mean? So
yes.
It may be.
You know, chances are, if they were doing high 130s, let's just call it a 140. We were 170, 180?
Yeah.
170, 180 out there on this tire. You're not making that up in the 8th mile.
No, not. You know, we out horsepowered everyone, but not by enough to make up that much.
Not that much, no.
Because we, you know, even though we out horsepowered everyone, we also outweighed everyone by more than 1,000 pounds.
Yes. Well, and not to mention, like, Guy's car was leaving with the wheels in the air.
Yes. Yes, he was.
We're not gonna compete with that out there.
No.
If we'd had a slick on the car, we still, I mean, I just feel like we'd have done better.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is.
So the racing didn't quite go how we wanted it to. That sucks. But how cool was it driving this thing around? Like the footage there, like you guys don't really get an idea of how long that time lapse was. That was an hour and a half of footage of you and Ryan cruising around Vegas in 115 degree weather.
Yeah.
Like, it was sunlight when you started, and it was damn near sundown.
Yeah, no, it was almost. I'm pretty sure when we pulled back in, we had the headlights and stuff.
Yeah, well, the only reason I don't have the only reason it wasn't dark when the footage stopped is because the battery went dead on the GoPro.
Well, it was hot.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Our phones wouldn't work or anything.
No, they would not. They would not.
There was nowhere that we could hide that phone in this car that it didn't overheat.
Yep, but the car didn't.
The car did not. Like a couple of times, I believe it got, if I can remember right, it almost got up to 200 once.
Yep.
And I was looking at it going, oh shit. You know, where do we go from here? But no, it got up to 199 or something at a stoplight, and as soon as I took off, it cooled back off.
So what about the pass on on the strip? How cool was that?
I left a little bit early. Like, there's only so long. This thing was already hot out there, you know, and you know the transmission was hot.
Oh, yeah.
So we put it up on the 2-step, and I couldn't believe that light was that long. So finally, I just let go, you know, and you could see, you know, like Ryan's car left, you know, which he watched me leave because I left early.
Yep.
And I feel like I stayed in it a little bit longer than he did, or he'd have came around me, you know, because remember what we talked about the 60 foot?
Right. Yep.
But it still did pretty decent with no burnout, no nothing.
Oh, traction control was working its ass off.
It was. So, you know, and we had the traction control. And for everybody who thinks that you can just turn the traction control on and it work,
no.
Most of the passes out there on that road never hit my traction control.
Right.
We had the tune good enough for that road because we got to test the night before.
Yes.
So the first couple of passes, it was on the traction control. And every pass we tweaked and we did a little bit better. And even though we haven't messed with this a whole lot with this combination, we know fuel tech.
Yes.
So literally, we did that ourselves out there on the road. Made a pass, made changes. Made a pass, made changes. Made a pass, made changes. And there, pretty much throughout the whole show, there was a couple of times that it was on the traction control, but it didn't hit it there at the last. We had made so many changes, and we pulled enough power out of the car that we knew kind of what it was happy with.
Yes.
You know.
So it was cool. I'm super proud of the build. This is one of my favorite builds that we've done. I mean, we did it. You know what I mean? Like all right there in the shop.
Well, and not
you
to
know,
mention,
aside from.
well, and also you got to think. We built this too.
Oh yeah.
What have we done with this since?
Right.
Nothing.
It's
we
cool, though.
drive this car all the time.
I'm gonna drive it right now.
Yeah. So it's been sitting over here. We just put the front wheels back on it because we had to rob those, and now we're about to put the fuel pump back in it because we had to rob that for the 55.
Yep.
You went to the dyno on the 55, and you had to rob this pump. So now we got the pump in for the 55. So we're putting it back in this car. They're the same 10 gallon per minute air motive.
Yep.
So we were able to rob it, you know, and so now we're putting it back together, and we're going to take this rig to the house because we have a few things going on with it.
Yeah.
We're going to pull the converter out, and I know I'm getting tired of talking about it. People are probably getting tired of hearing it, but the converter's very, very, very loose in this car, and that's probably what helped us get down the road with the power that we were making. It made 1206.
Something like
at
that.
23 pounds of boost,
Yes.
and we were making 28-ish
30
on the big end.
Yeah.
So this car will make every bit of what the 55 just made. It should be somewhere closer to 2,000 horsepower, but we've been slipping through the converter so much that there was no sense in. We were good with 1,200.
Yeah.
Stop there.
Yep.
We will get it back on the dyno. We'll get a tighter converter in it, and we're going to take it to the track and play around. Some people who race donks have a big race coming up, and there are people. Corleone Forged and CAD down in Florida with the Blue Magic car is putting on a race that we may or may not be able to go to. And if we get to go to it, I've done some little bit of research. It's very, very difficult to tell what our schedule does, what we can do, what we can't do. But I've looked into it because it's something that I care about. So I've looked into it enough to know we're off that weekend. As of right now, we're off that weekend. That does not mean that it's not going to change. But I will talk about it whenever I know I can do it. And if I know that I can do it, we ain't taking this car down here the way it is.
No,
we're gonna test this thing. We're gonna put it back on the dyno. We're gonna go to the track. We're gonna get some decent numbers because there ain't gonna be a car in the parking lot that's not looking to chop my head off whenever I show up at a track with this car.
No doubt. No doubt about it.
And is it going to happen? Absolutely.
Somebody gonna get
it. Somebody going to chop my head off. Yep. And that's part of racing. Yep. I am not going to take this car to a big wheel race and outrun everybody. It's just not going to happen. Am I going to outrun people that set like me? Yeah. I'm going to. And we're going to make sure that we do.
Yes.
So that's what we got to do. I'm not going to worry about lightening the car up. We're going to leave the stereo in it. The car, it is what it is right now. If anything, I'd really like to add air conditioner to this thing at some point.
Oh, really?
But it is a convertible, and most of that cool air would probably just leak out anyways.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
It might pull your balls off or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. If it blows right on it, just get one pipe, and just kind of
run it up your leg.
Run up the old basketball shorts.
Yeah.
So. Other than that, I love the car. I love everything about it. It's really, really cool to cruise. So
it is.
We're going to put the fuel pump back in it, take it to the house, and see what happens. So, but yes, the reason that we built this car for EndGame was really cool. But we built this for a purpose, and the purpose wasn't just EndGame.
No.
It's going to be things like what we're going to try to do at this donk race. So, eventually, and we say this about a lot of things, we're going to have time to just travel around and race things that we want to race. And whenever we have time to do that, I want to have a little bit of everything. And I believe that this car right here will be competitive against other cars that sit like it.
I agree. It makes the power. It's got the right parts, and we just need some time with it.
Yeah.
So that's that. We appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed our little behind the scenes of this whole build and the in-game process, as well as the show on TV itself. So as always, guys, go ahead, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Share the channel, like the video, comment, tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of.
Obviously, like we've said in the past, it's okay if you don't like this car.
Yeah.
We're cool with it.
Absolutely.
This car is not for everybody. And I see a whole lot of, man, the car's really cool, man. And then they say, the rims suck. First off, guys, it's wheels.
Yep.
Well, it just depends on who you are. I'm not the rim or the wheel police, except I kind of am.
Yeah.
We get it. You know, it's not for everybody.
No, everything we do, not for
It's not a
everybody.
big deal if you don't like it. If you don't like it, I respect your opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
it's dumb, but you know.
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know, I respect that. There's cars out there that are not my flavor. It's still cool.
Oh yeah.
Somebody like them.
Yeah, I know somebody like it. So, yeah, thanks, guys. We appreciate everything. Help us grow the channel. We'll keep bringing you the content, and we'll catch you on the next one.